Hello and welcome back to RC House. And today we're going to be doing a Arrma Kraton V6 EXB 6S, and we're going to be doing it my way. We're going to be using everything except for the aluminum diff houses. I just don't like the aluminum on aluminum. The chassis is connected to the aluminum diff houses, and the diff house is connected to the aluminum shock tires. So with that being said, today we're going to be putting on the the chassis braces, and we're going to be putting on the center brace along with the EXB all aluminum motor mount. Got the screws pre-screwed so I can know which ones go where. But we're going to start with the EXB servo mount. And we're going to be going with a GX servo I got off AliExpress, 40 kgs. And we're going to be using a stock motor. And soon we're going to be pairing that with a Max 8. Still waiting on parts to come in. So let's get started. I love this servo. It's all aluminum. Comes with a servo horn and some other parts, but very well machined. 40 kgs as I stated before. And here goes the servo horn that I'm going to going to use. So let's get to it. Looking for the Loctite, but also it comes with some Arrma alley wrenches, as if you will buy it brand new from the store. We're going to be using those today in this video. So let's pull it out and see if it's the right size that we need for the servo mount. Looks like the right size that we need. So let's get to it. Don't know if you can see it very well, but it's 4 holes located to the right of the chassis, which would be, I guess, your left. Here go the 4 holes. Let's see. And as I stated, we will be using Loctite. I like to use the blue. Gives you a good lock, but not too tight where you can't break it loose. You end up stripping the screws. Get us a little bit of paper to put it on so we don't drip it on the table while I'm in the process of dipping my screws into it. So with that being said, let's get to it. All done. Got it all mounted. Looks nice and flush. So let's move on to getting the servo mounted in. See if it'll fit. Looks a little tall. Having a little trouble. And it appears to be a little tall, but it comes with some rubber bushings and some washers that goes with it. Let's see, can we get this out and get those fitted on? Here goes the little rubber bushing. Comes with a little brass piece in the middle. Here goes the little plastic piece that goes on the bottom, guessing to hold everything together. And here goes the washers. So you're gonna have to take out this brass piece to slide this rubber bushing inside the servo tab. And once you get the rubber bushing inside like so, I don't know if you can see it, but it slides right in there. You slide the little brass piece through the bottom with the wider face facing downwards. Let me scoot back a little bit, make sure you guys can see me. But I'm gonna tackle this off camera. I'll be right back with you. There we go. Got them all placed in nice and neatly. Now the time to put on the rest of the pieces. After getting the servo out mounted up, I realized I was missing some screws to go forward with the build, so I had to stop by the local hobby shop. Fortunately, I found all the screws I was needing, and while I was doing so, I came across this bad boy here, Traxxas Tech Drift Car. Love Traxxas, but this little beauty is not my cup of tea. A beautiful car, but maybe next time. Now that we got the servo all mounted, it's time to do the chassis braces. Beautiful EXB, love it. They going in. You have the screws pre-screwed. So give me a second to get them unscrewed and we're gonna get started. Now that we got everything nice and mounted, got the servo mounted along with the front chassis brace and the rear chassis brace. Left them a little loosened so I can tighten later on. Now that we got that all nice and done, now we're gonna do the center brace. Along with the motor mount, we're about to remove that. Mount the motor. We're gonna run with the stock motor. So let's get this bad boy mounted. So off camera, I already pre-screwed the motor mount. I was struggling a little bit, so as you can see, I left them a little loose, 2 of them. Got everything all tightened down now. Loving the way it's coming out. Beautiful. Now only thing we have left to do is get the motor mounted in and tightened down into place. So let's mount it. Got the motor all in, nice and neatly and mounted. That's gonna be it for today's video. Gonna put a pinion in the next video and mount everything else. So you guys stay tuned and enjoy the rest of your day. And make sure you stay on the lookout for future videos on the build. And thank you guys for watching.